Welcome to Bax TV, your channel that makes technology usage more accessible. Good. So, this is episode 2 of our introduction to Microsoft Office Word. In episode 1, we looked at the file ribbon. We looked at the components of it, the open, the new, the save as, the export, and the share, and all of that. And we are on, or we started looking at the component of the home ribbon. We looked at the bold, the italics, the underline, the font style, the font size, and some few things. Good. So we want to continue from there on the episode 2. So if you have not watched episode 1, please go and watch the episode 1 on the same channel. Then you come back to episode 2. Good. So in this episode, we are continuing. So just like what we have done. So we have typed this, we've made it bold, we've increased the font size, we've changed the font style, and it's now in the no, yet not yet done. We've not done that. So we'll come to that one. So let's come to strike through this one. Somebody will ask, how is it used? This one, how is it used? For instance, if you are working and probably your student, the teacher, and your students have written a letter typed and sent to you and you want to correct, you're editing the letter you want to correct. For instance, let's say Kofi, maybe the student wrote something like John, John and I will be going to the funeral together. Good. So maybe the student wrote this and you want to correct. So what you do is you want to cancel this. You want to let the student know that this thing needs to be cancelled, not that you're editing, you are removing the thing for the person. So you just do what? Select this. So you have cancelled end. So when the child or the student sees this, he or she will know that "ter" is, or my instructor is just indicating to me that this word must be cancelled or must be taken off. So that is the use of the strike through. You can see strike through. Good, good. I want us to take the component one after the other. They will blend all together and see what we have done. Then the next one here is, I'll be glad if you can be practicing, be watching the video and be practicing at the same time and be checking its functionality. So the next one here is what? The subscript. The subscript and the superscript. These two things work from opposite functionalities. Probably if one is at the top, one is below. Or if one is below, one is at the top. Good. So the subscript, let's say that you are trying to type, let's say something like mathematics. You want to, let's say 10 base 2. Okay. So the 2 should be a subscript. So it's highlight the 2 alone. Then you click on subscript. So it has become a subscript. You can see 10 base 2. 10 base 2. Then when you click on it again, then it goes back. So this 10 base 2 is different from this. They are two different things. They are different. So that is how it is. So let's assume that this is the subscript, and let's use the other one as a superscript. So let's highlight the two and pick the other one superscript. This one like an exponent. So you have seen it. Yeah. So 10 base 2 and 10 exponent 2. So the 2 here, the first one is what? So subscript, and this is what? Superscript. This is below, this is above. This is used like an exponent, and this is also used like a base. A base. There are instances that maybe you want to type something and you want to add, you want to let the text be exponent or probably a superscript or something. Let's say you You want to create a brand, let's say something like this, then TM, the trademark. So let's say we want to make bus trademark, so we highlight only the TM, then we make it good. So something like this. Uh-huh. So that is how we use the SAS script and the superscript. That's how we use the SAS script and the superscript. Good. So let's leave that side. Then we move to these two A's. You can see the big A and the small a here. So they are simple. It's used to increase font size and also decrease font size. So for instance, with this, if you don't want to use the tab here with the numbers, you can just click on this and you see them increasing. And then interestingly, the more it increases, you'll be seeing its corresponding number, font size, the number here also keeps increasing. Yeah, so that is it. That is it. So let's come back. Let's come back a bit here. Good. So 20 font size is changing. So let's say let's make everything because they are not the same. It has vanished from there. Good. So the font style too, they are not the same. So what we do in times, so we use the arrow here, times New Roman, or you type there, then it counts. So this is what we've done. And yeah, so if you want to reduce this, I use this. If you want to increase, use this. Now let's look at another functionality here under the home ribbon. Capital A and a small a combined. Good. So what does it do? Let's try and use it. Now this one is called change case. Change case. So I have typed all these in small letters, or let's say I've typed all these the heading in capital letters. But let's assume that I typed almost 100 pages in capital letter. I didn't know. Well, I don't know what happened. I'm just surprised it could happen. You'll be typing in capital letters, you wouldn't know. Excuse me. So in caps, so the question you need to ask yourself, will you be able to delete everything and start typing again? Absolutely no. So you just highlight like I mentioned to you, then you click here, then you change. You can make a sentence case, lowercase, uppercase, capitalize it word, and toggle case. Now, sentence case means what the beginning of the sentence is going to be capital letters. Let's see it. Only the B is made to be capital letter. The next one is lowercase. It means everything completely is going to be lowercase. That is what you have seen. Let's look at the third one. Uppercase. Everything has changed to what? Capital letters. Good. Now let's look at the next one. That is capitalize each word, which means that for what we have selected now, we have four words. Bags online master class 4. So what it means is when we select capitalize each word, it means that B will be capitalized, O will be capitalized, M will be capitalized, and C will also be capitalized because they are the beginning of each of the word. So exactly, voila, isn't it? Good. So Bags online masterclass. That is what has happened. So the other one is maybe for design purposes, toggle case, you just change it. Ah, the rest can be cows. The beginning is lower. The other ones are, yes, you have changed it again, that kind of thing. Mhm. So let's maintain our uppercase here. So that is it for this one too. And what is here is clear all formatting. Let's say you have done a lot of formatting, you've added this, you added that, and all those plenty things you've done that are not needed. You want to go back to your original, that is to clear formatting. When you click here, all those settings you've done to it will be cleared, reset to normal. So let's good. Everything has been resetted to what? Normal, especially the ones you've selected. So you have to select everything, then reset to normal. So it has gone back to calibrate body, size 11, and all of that. Good. It has gone back to normal. That is clear formatting, clear formatting, clear formatting. That is clear formatting. Good. Don't forget the process of our discussion. If you have any question, just drop it. Drop it in our comment section. We'll respond to it. So that is for the clear formatting. Let's look at this now. This is like word art. You can pick how you want the word to appear with shadow and all of that. So let's say good. So we've selected, or let's make times the size 16, and let's make the heading alone. Let's make it bold. Then we increase it to 20. Then we underline. Good. So here, this is like word art. Okay, but don't forget everything you want to do, select. So you are selected. So this is word art. You want to add some functions, some nice looking features to it. So yeah, something like this. You want it to be. Uh, you can define your own outline to the color that you want to use for the outline. You can pick it. Those who like red and black, hooray, you can go ahead and use it. Good to something like this. Good to now we call something the foreground color. This is more or less like this is the text color, and this is the foreground color. That is the color that will be at the background before the text. So let's say we want black, then the text to be yes, we want the background to be black and the text to be white. So here you pick what text white. So you can see the background is black and the text color is white. So this is the text color, this is the background color. Text color, background color, or highlight color. This is the font color. Yes. Good to that is it. Don't forget. Maybe you want to use to lay emphasis. Maybe you are scheduled a meeting. So let's say you want to time, venue, date. So you want to make the three. You want to give it a good. Uh, then yeah, so you want to good lay emphasis. So the venue you've given it a highlight color of black. Then the text itself is what white. Good. You are doing the same thing for all of them. So you are just trying to lay emphasis. Yes, to draw attention of everybody. Good. So you'll be able to see venue, time, and date. But the other ones, since I've changed the color to white, everything is white now. Unless I change it back to automatic black. Good. So that is it. That is how you'll be able to use this particular two options too. And that's all. Now let's come to this place. Let's do this briefly before we come to the top. Let's do this briefly. So this is more or less like alignment. All these four, they are alignment. So by default, you have alignment left here. When you click on it, alignment left. The text moves to the left. Then alignment center. That is the middle one. So have you seen that the text has moved to the middle? There's alignment right. It has moved to the right. Then justify means what it is more or less positioned such that if the word fills one line, it will be able to cover up the space on the sheet by not critically positioning itself at one side and leaving the other. No, if it is left, we know everything goes to the left. Priority is given to the left, then the other ones it doesn't matter. If it is to the right, it also goes to the right. But when it comes to the justify, that is the last one. What it does is priority is given to both edges. Both edges. Let's assume that this thing were to be hard. Good. So you realize that it has been positioned such that such that it fits the sides of the sheet equally, both left and right. There's no priority given to any other side. That is for justify. Sometimes some project works you have to type. It should the alignment structure should be justified. They'll give you all those things. So when they give you, try and follow it. Go to so let's say this one. Let's remove the background color. So you select no color. Then this one, we select black by default. Then this one, just the normal, and we come to B and we make it bold. Very good. So we have it here. So the next thing that we want to do, we look at here is what the line spacing. For instance, if you are dealing with a project where just like a sort of thesis or anything, they will give you a specification at 2.0. Yes, double spacing. So when you come here, they pick what 2.0, they will give 1.5 or anything. Yes, this is what you must do. This is the line spacing. We have typed the whole story and all of that. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So from here, so let's say come here. These, okay, we're still in fonts. So let's say I have something like these are the following items to be discussed at the meeting. So this place, we want to itemize them. We want to itemize them. So let's say you want to itemize this one. So let's say absenteeism, truancy, so lateness to work. Yeah, so these few things. So this is the first one we call bulletin. This is bulletin. This is okay, absenteeism. So this is called bulletin. The first one is bulletin. You can see that we have bulleted a point. Yes, we have bulleted a point. That is the first one. The second one here is what numbering. Bulletin and numbering are basically the same, but the only thing is the bulletin just makes use of points being itemized. Points being itemized, but for the numbering, it gives a specific number. Number one, number two, number three, number four, in that order. Now, number in this order too, you can have different form of numbering. You can have the one, two, three. You can with this bracket or with this dot or Roman numerals I in that order or A B C D. The A B C D too can be the small letters or it can be capital letters or with the small letters with brackets separating from the point you want to establish. But they are the same. It's all based on the one you pick. So this is numbering, yeah, numbering, and the previous one we've done is what bulletin. Yes, bulletin and numbering, bulletin and numbering, bulletin and numbering. So basically, that is for this one is just to probably you are inserting one, maybe one, then you have another sub point, maybe point one, then you have point maybe I that kind of so maybe one dot one that kind of thing. Let's say A, right, and I so this one too, something like this. One dot one, one dot two, one dot that kind of thing. That is how to use that side. That is how to use that side. Good. So that is for the other side. So basically, let's try and see if we can all these things that we have discussed. Let's see if we can uh, craft a letter, a formal letter from all this. So let's highlight or let me delete. Yes. So Let me clear formatting. Good. Let me clear formatting. So now let's say I'm typing a letter. I'm typing a letter to maybe from my outfit to, let's say, to University of Ghana. So let's say Dean of Students, the Faculty of Political Science. So my address. So Bax Consult P O Box 20 PO Box 20 Tema. Today's date 23rd September 2024. Go to the Dean of Students, Faculty Political Science, University Ghana. Legon, Accra. So let's say dear sir. So let's say I'm making inquiries. I want to request. Let's say I've completed the school and I'm requesting for transcript or something. Uh, let's say application for transcript. So let's say I am Dr. So so and so, Dr. Bright Wilson, completed in 2018 from the Department of Political Science with an index number of 218 slash PS slash just something good. I humbly request for my transcripts to be emailed to me through this email address. My new email at gmail.com. Good. So hoping to hearing from you. Thank you. To your subscription yours faithfully. Then I create the space to sign. Then that right. Wilson. Good. Now I've typed in the letter now. There's something we have to do now, which is formatting. I have to rearrange the component at various positions. So just like what we have discussed, first of all, select everything. You can use Control A to select all. Then you change times, you enter, then you font size, you make it 11, you make it 12. So now you can writer's address. We are moving the traditional way. We are moving it to the right. Good. And the date. So you highlight writer's address and then you come to what? Right. You can see it. The dean of students is always is at the left. Good. You maintain it here. Then application for transcript. This is the heading. We highlight and we bring it to the middle. And most of the time, you bring it to the middle, then you underline and you make it bold, emphasis. So the letter has come. So subscription. I highlight and do what? And bring it to the right. Then let me bring good. So what we have learned so far, we have been able to use it to create an official letter. We have been able to type an official letter. Yes. So if you are done, you can comment. If you're able to do this, draft a letter like this, format it well like this, you can drop it uh, in our comment section, or you can leave it for any of our emails. Yes, you can forward to my email, this email. Yes, you can forward it to this email. Forward it to this email, my PC2307 at gmail.com. When I do it, I'll get it. Good. So thank you for taking time to go through episode 2. Watch out for episode 3 coming out shortly. Thank you.